This board is so freaking sick, but let's customize it. You see, anything I really love, I mess with. I mod it or change it or paint it, or that's what we're gonna do to this. Because that's how I know I really like something. I need to change it to make it my own. And you know, I didn't feel that when I got like the EUC, for instance. I just didn't feel it. It's the next day because it got kind of late, so I'm gonna put it together now. But yesterday I got like all the taping done, so it's all ready to go. Sweet, put this back on. All right, I've got a tarp. That's where I'm gonna do the painting. I'm gonna paint the whole like enclosure bit with this stuff. It's supposed to work on like all surfaces, so including plastic. That's on surface under the category of all. All right, so like I had said, I'm gonna paint just the enclosure first with this primer. So I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, get a thin coat on there. Something so that the other paint will like grab onto it. The board's prepped. It's drying, but it's prepped. So next up, ingredients or supplies. This isn't a cake. Something to put everything in because you're gonna pour out of it. And make sure you get something big because you need a lot of paint and stuff for liquid. Because I'm gonna mix it with water, so you need water. I got just like a cup of water here. I can grab more if I need it as I'm going. I'm just gonna water down my paints. I'm gonna need separate containers to mix the paint and like dilute it down. And then I'm just using a bunch of black and then some red paint because I just want it to be black and red the whole board. Easy. There's a bunch of other stuff you can use, like Floetrol will make the paint go like cooler and better and look better. And then you can use like, if you have silicone, a couple drops of silicone from like chain lube, you know, for like a bike or something. We'll give it all those little cool cells, but I don't have any of that stuff, so whatever. I'm just gonna use water and paint and yeah. All right, I'm gonna mix up a lot of black because I wanna cover the whole bottom of the thing with black first. So I'm gonna just use this huge piece of Tupperware and put a bunch of this paint in and mix it up. Put some in there. You need a little water if you want to thin it. That's what we're gonna try. We're just gonna try to like not worry about every little single thing and just do it. Before I paint it black, I'm actually gonna just go ahead and make like the main mix. So what you do is you layer it as you go at an angle, okay? So we'll start with black. So we'll just drip it, try to get it all the way at the bottom here. I already messed up, so I need to water that down, but it's okay. We gotta water these down so I have enough paint. Put a bunch of black in there. We're gonna take our red, dump some water in, I don't know. Maybe that much is probably good. Right about there, cool. Probably need more of this, probably just need to fill these cups. Now here we go, we're gonna layer it in. Just gonna go right down the side. It's gonna build up on it. And float it. First, let's throw some black down. help the next layer flow. Now this one's hard. I gotta be really careful on this one. This is one shot. So I wasn't very happy with the outcome. I wanted more red and a little less black. So we're just gonna do it again. So I got more paint. This time I got two different reds. I got a crimson and a bright red, and we're gonna see, maybe I'll make it look a little cooler. And then I got a bunch of black again. So what I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna pre-mix all my stuff here in the kitchen, and then that way when I get to the garage, I don't have to be like as crazily running around. Hopefully, we'll see. Let's start right in the middle. Nice and easy, just drip it right onto everything. Cool. We are covered. I think that came out so much cooler than the first pour. Way more red, but I love it. Like, super stoked on it. I'm not touching anymore. Now I gotta let it dry for like a day, and then we're gonna put the epoxy coat on. All right, so it's been like a day and a half since I painted it, and it looks super cool. Here's the board, check it out. So what I'm thinking is, I don't want to epoxy over the enclosure because it'll seal it, and I don't know how hard it'll be to like cut through that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice it right now with an X-Acto, and then take the enclosure off and epoxy that separately is the goal. We'll try. Boom, the enclosure is off the board. Looks so weird now, right? All right, here's the kit I got. It says it takes 24 hours to fully cure, 40-minute work time, so that's cool. So you got a lot of time before it fully like sets up. Part A, part B style. So let's try, we're gonna try 60 on this cup. I don't even wanna do a whole cup, you know? We're gonna do the same thing over here, 60. Here we go. So we're gonna pour it, part A, part B into here, and then mix it together with a stick. I'm gonna let this sit for a while, and then like an hour or so, and it should start to set up, and then I'm gonna move it, and then I'm gonna do the board. Good morning. It dried, it cured, but it got a little crazy. It's really like pitted. It's really trippy. You can see it like, actually looks kind of cool, but it wasn't what was planned. I looked online. It seems like the main reason this could have happened was it didn't mix very well with like the surface of the paint. Like it reacted to some sort of like a contaminant, like oil or anything. Now I think it might have just been that like the paint had a lot of water in it, maybe. I don't know, maybe I didn't let it dry enough. But I mean, I don't know, I might just leave it. I was gonna try to fix it, but every time you try to fix an error like this in life, you just make it worse. So I might just have to live with what I've made, and that's okay. I think it looks cool. It just looks like it's like still wet, so no one will want to touch my board. Get your hands off. So the plan was to epoxy coat the board, but I'll be honest, it's not like the coating isn't coming out the way I want. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna change the pattern and I'm gonna do just clear coats. So I already got one clear coat on the board, and this is how it's looking. I also ran tape around the enclosure. I put some tape on the other side. You can see the other side had a lot of paint get on it, which is fine. But then I was planning on doing the epoxy, and I didn't want the epoxy to get on top of the grip tape and make it impossible to like take off. So whatever though, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing like a bunch of coats of clear, thin coats of clear on top. And will it be as durable? No, as the epoxy that I bought to do this. But you know what, like sometimes you just gotta change it up. And I think I might practice more with the epoxy on some other things, seeing how it works and stuff. I don't know if it's reacting weird to the paint or what, but I don't want to wreck the rest of this board. Like the board looks so cool, so I don't care about the enclosure as much. That's probably going to be the first thing to get like banged up or scratched up anyways. So whatever, all good. So I ordered custom grip tape. It's super cool. Grip taped, bottom's painted, just needs to be reassembled. So that's really it. It's not a super hard process, but I think the outcome was really good. I'm really stoked on the board. It's definitely more my style now. If you guys have any questions or comments, I'd be happy to answer them. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.